Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Surviving Mars, Green Planet. Not green yet, but we're working on it. Dang it, I'm trying real hard. We have made some very minor steps toward terraforming the planet, and we are working on the final two technologies that I think I'm going to need in order to actually make this work. So we're really close. And there are benefits to terraforming the world besides just having a load of real estate that I can sell back to the war-torn Earth inhabitants. As we increase, let's say, the atmosphere, for example, our wind turbines are going to become more effective because the air density goes up, which means more of that motion of the air can translate into mechanical motion of the fans, which get me more power. That's all pretty nice. Similarly, by the way, if we increase the water of the planet, then we will be able to get more out of our water vaporators. Those kind of things make sense. So even though it's a very slow and intensive process, it should be increasing some of my gains in a few other fields as time goes on. Not to mention, we can actually eliminate certain disasters. A high enough atmosphere, for example, will get rid of the meteor storms entirely because the meteors will just burn up in the atmo. So that's the sort of things we like to see in the future. However, it'll take a very long time. And I have been warned that as the tensions on Earth continue to ratchet up, we're going to wish that we had made more progress down our physics research. And the individual who told me this would not say why, but only that I'm going to wish that I had. So I'm a little concerned that I'm setting myself up for a horrible failure, but we'll continue on this current course, and once I'm done researching that tech, well, then maybe we can make something happen. I will say I do find it somewhat amusing that I kind of started the series with the goal of not becoming very self-sufficient and just focusing on money and trying to work down terraforming, but I'm kind of glad that I end up becoming a bit more self-sustainable here because the whole war mystery would have actually completely ruined my game. So it's good that we're fairly sustainable here. It's sad that I wasn't able to stick on theme, but sometimes that's just how random mysteries go. They throw you for a loop. Oh, come on! Dozens of red lights and alarms go off, monitors stay frozen. Some renegades just blew up my rocket. Oh, you stinking little boogers! Why'd you even come to Mars if you were just going to be a jerk about it? Gosh dang it. Okay, we can now send rare metals to Earth to decrease the war tension instead of receiving funding. Huh, okay. Well, sure, I mean, I guess reducing war tension is good. It sounds to me like it's going to take an absolute metric ton, actually, maybe many thousands of metric tons, of rare metals in order to burn down 53% war tension. But if that's how we're going to save the planet and end this nonsense, then maybe it's worth it? Alright, here comes the first of these rockets that wants to take my rare metals. I wonder how much it actually reduces the war tension. If it's like 10%, then this is absolutely worth it. If it's only like 2%, I kind of question whether it's good. The good news is at least we do have a lot of rare metals. We've been stockpiling plenty of them lately, so we can do this for a bit. But we're also losing out on like $1 billion every time we do it. Okay, the carbonate processors are now available. This is going to take a load of machine parts as well as some concrete and such, but that's fine. 200 concrete. Really is a lot. Okay, but that's what we're going to do, so let's go to terraforming, and let's place down one of those carbonate processors. Wow, it's big. It's a very big processor. Okay. Well, that's fine. It's close to a load of waste rock and such. It will need a cable connector, but that's okay. We actually just built down a fusion reactor in this area as well, so we have more than enough power. That should not be a problem. Let's go ahead and finish up this landing pad, then bring some more people over here so we can fill out more of the dome. Okay. So yeah, this is going to take some time to build up, but we'll slowly start building up an atmosphere. Now, the problem with this is we're also going to need to couple it with a magnetic field generator, which is going to take a load of electronics as well as some metals, and this will allow me to actually keep the atmosphere that I generate. So we need both, ultimately, but let's start with just the carbonate processor for now. That's expensive enough as is. And by the way, yeah, it does look like we reduced tension by like 10%. Almost. So actually, yeah, sending off rare metals is not a bad idea given that we have so many. One of our water extractors has expired. Okay, well, that actually means we probably aren't producing enough water anymore, but fortunately I did import some more of those water vaporators, so we will be okay for the time being. Water vaporators are one of the few things that I still can't build because I never researched it, because it's extremely expensive when it is very far down the research tree. So it's probably one of those things that's still better for me to be importing as much as we can. The last war, Earth attacks. Wait, what? Our support for our sponsors have brought attention and retaliation is imminent. Oh, what? We're being bombarded? What? Oh, so this is why you wanted physics research. Got it. Okay, so we're supposed to get some lasers to defend. I don't have any lasers! We're just gonna get bombed for no good reason! Oh, good lord, this is so unnecessary. I don't suppose that's something we can buy as like a prefab, is it? No. Okay, well, I'm kind of starting to hate Earth now. Whoever these people are that are shooting me and destroying all my buildings, can we nuke them back on Earth, please? Just a good old-fashioned nuke. They targeted and destroyed a lot of my wind turbines for some reason. Good news is, with fusion power, I don't need that, but that was just mean. Here comes another one of those shuttles asking for rare metals, which is fine, except it seems that it takes so long between shuttles that we're only able to reduce it by about 5% each time, which is unfortunate. What's going on over here? Oh, crud, how did we run out of oxygen? Did something get broken that I wasn't aware of? Might have. Okay, the processor is finally starting to come online. In just a moment, we'll be able to start putting some atmosphere out into the planet. Oh gosh, I think it goes up by, what is it, 0.4% per sol or something like that? Maybe it's more than that. I don't know. It's pretty short, I know that. I mean, it takes a very long time. It's a very small amount. That's what I mean to be saying. It takes in waste rock, yes, change per sol, 0.4%. Wow. Wow, that's painful. And we have finished with the core heat convector. Okay, so now we can build one of those to increase the temperature as well. Consumes water. Unfortunately, water is one of those resources I still don't have an absolute ton of, so that may be a problem. Terraforming amplification. So we can get the amplify upgrades for all of them. More power consumption. Seems reasonable, but I really need to continue working down this physics so I can defend myself from any more of those bombardments. Ooh, the triboelectric scrubber. This thing actually is pretty darn nice in that wherever we place one of those, it has a large radius, where it just starts automatically removing dust, which actually reduces the amount of maintenance needed on a lot of things, including solar panels. It's pretty darn useful. That said, when we already have fusion power, maybe I'm not too worried about it. Oh, what now? Embracing the void. From out here, Earth is indeed a pale blue dot. It seems so peaceful and tranquil, yet the harrowing stories of those who have witnessed the events point to a reality which is anything but. More refugees will want to join the colony. Okay, as things currently stand, I do not think we have the capacity for too many more. We have only 8 residences remaining. This could be a good opportunity to go ahead and build out another dome somewhere on this area, and we may actually want to connect these two. That might be a good idea. Let's go ahead and try building another dome. Okay, we have access to Stirling generators. We can amplify our research labs, which is very tempting. Also, oh, deep water extraction. That is actually something that I could really use. That said, if I do this at the cost of power consumption, that's fine. We can get a load more science and speed everything else up. I think that's worth it. Okay, the rocket of refugees has arrived. We only have a handful of hours, a couple more souls before they will die on the rocket. No reason to bring them in quite yet. More important that we finish this up so we can actually move them. But yeah, we got 23 homes. It's something. I suppose we can just, like, have them sit out here as a bunch of homeless folks. Can't imagine they're going to like that, though. Oh my gosh, we got a freaking fracture in these domes, and they're going to hit it again. These stupid dang meteors. My God, leave me the frick alone. Holy crap. Oh, finally, the lasers. Okay, MDS lasers destroys falling meteors within its range. Oh my gosh, we need that so badly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and outsource for another $1 billion to get an extra 1,000 science per soul for the next few days. Speed through that as quickly as we can. Please, for the love of God. All right, 50 more colonists just arrived. A lot of them are currently homeless and don't have any sort of jobs. So I'm going to have to find a way to use them. We could start upgrading, I guess, some of these living complexes. I was hoping to put something else in here that could be useful, but I guess it's okay for this to be a primarily living complex area. And then this dome might be more productive. That way I can stack up as much of the Hanging Gardens effect as possible here. And we got the power to make the apartments work, so I think that's okay. Let's go ahead and make that a high priority. That alone will take care of all of our home issues. Then we just need to find a way to actually give them a job. I suppose something we could do is actually start placing down some of those corporate offices Haven't made use of any of those yet. Yeah, you place down some of those. It's easy jobs I don't have to worry about, and it just makes me money. That seems fine. Okay, apartments are done. That means that everyone should be able to move over here now. Okay, and we're halfway done with the laser research, which means soon I'll be able to defend myself from not only meteors, which have been absolutely wrecking me, but also any more of those orbital bombardments. Meteor defense system has been researched. Okay, now I feel like I'm actually able to breathe a little bit. Reduce the amount of workers for a fusion reactor. Well, that seems kind of useless. Deep water deposits actually are needed because I've been having trouble getting my water under control, and I've had some sources of deep water, but that's about it. So finally getting to use those will be pretty big for me. Now, what does it cost to build any of those lasers? There they are. MDS lasers. Some electronics and some metals. I can afford to do that. So if I were to place down, let's say, a laser here, and a laser up over here, and over here, we gotta protect some of those more vital areas, if you know what I mean. Let's see. I wouldn't mind building one down over... We don't really need the power, but I want to protect the water. We could try doing this. Definitely want to protect the fusion plants. Definitely want to protect all of this. Something over here, probably, and something over here. Yeah, that'll take a lot of resources, but we'll be able to create a proper defense network, a little iron dome of our own, in order to protect our glass domes. Comet sighted in the last war. I swear if this is a -1 stability. A comet suddenly lit up the night skies above Earth, visible from all over the globe. It is well known and talked about by most space agencies. Chosen to see an omen in it. It's absolutely an EU4 reference. Oh, that's great. I thought we lived in more enlightening times. You do know this comet was predicted to come close to Earth 50 years ago. Yeah, so no matter what, we're increasing war tension. Gosh, dang it. I appreciate the reference, but stop messing with me. Oh, crap. My other water extractor over here just finished. Okay, so... yeah, not having a water extractor over there is all the more reason why I need to have this deep water set up over in this direction. My drone control doesn't extend that far either, so we're going to have to place down like a drone hub or something kind of in this general vicinity, just so I'll be able to reach it and make sure that we can extract the rest of that water down there. Ay. I forgot how complicated this game starts to get the larger your colony eventually grows. Seems so chill at first, and then all of a sudden it's totally not. Okay, we did build a magnetic field generator. Something I did not know is that apparently it can generate a small amount of research proportional to the current atmosphere. Really? That's a very inconsequential amount right now, but that's interesting. No, I had no idea that was a thing. Breakthrough discovered. Cloning? We'll be able to build cloning vats? Well, now. Huh. Creates clones over time. They grow and age twice as fast. Fascinating. Again, not something I can really take advantage of right now, but if I ever want to make my population explode, I'll know who to call. And we got another one. Overcharge amplifications. Amplify upgrades grant an even bigger boost to production. Well, that actually is definitely useful no matter what. Huh. So what would be better for me right now? Placing down greenhouse gases that only consume fuel, or core heat convectors that consume water? The core heat is certainly more effective. I'm inclined to think that the greenhouse factory is probably better for me, because obviously fuel is pretty cheap and easy for me to make. Not so much for the water, when I'm already struggling a little bit. So we'll place one of these down, and let's go ahead and start raising the temperature in conjunction with the gradually increasing atmosphere. Hey, orbital bombardments, I thought you were supposed to shoot them all down. You only shot down part of them. Oh, they're not fully effective. No, we're being shot at. Stop it. Unbelievable, they destroyed the carbonate processor. Oh my gosh, I have to spend all those resources again. Oh, come on. Okay, the carbonate processor is rebuilt, finally. Good lord, game, you gotta give me a break. Gotta give me a break. Alright, so one of the biggest issues I have right now is we're still too far away from any good, reliable water sources. We need a lot more water to be sent back to these main colonies. And so far, have not been able to pull that one off. I'm not entirely sure how best to transport some more down there. We could try using the drone commanders to feed a load of tubes down here and just connect the whole system together. Alternatively, we could try using the drone commanders to set something up like, let's say, over here, and bring them across, but it'll have to be somewhat self-sufficient. And of course, it's always at risk from meteors, but that might be my only option. The last war, Noah's Ark. Oh, please no. Even more refugees? No! Our resilience is being tested. Yeah, no freaking kidding! I don't have houses for the ones that I've got! Right, that's it. We're saying that no one is allowed to have any more kids. Mandatory birth control. We are constantly making things harder for ourselves in terms of population. And I can't afford to do that anymore. So, yeah, forget that. Bye. The only thing I can think to do is to place down some little microdomes and fill them with nothing but housing. We may have to do this a couple of times. And the only reason I have to use microdomes, even though I really would prefer not to, is I don't have enough polymers to actually build proper domes because we've been using almost all of those up in all of the repair jobs and so on. Crud, we're in trouble. This is starting to look like Death Spiral territory. 100 more passengers? Are you kidding me? 100 more? What the heck am I supposed to do with 100 more people? Oh my god. Okay, I could try placing down a load of apartments. That's not going to be good enough, though, because then they're not going to have any services, so they're all going to freak out. I don't have jobs for these. I can't take 100 people. I can't take 100 people. We don't have the production necessary to survive on that. So this will undoubtedly have to increase war tension, but I really don't think we can do it. I think that would be borderline suicide. How can we possibly have starving colonists when I've got 1,000 food sitting elsewhere? The food is there. This is easily solved. Just freaking deliver it. Jeez, dude. All right, terraforming application is done, which means that I will be able to upgrade things like the carbonate processors in order to get more terraforming. So instead of 0.4, we go to 0.6. I'm not sure if that's really worth the polymer investment at this point, though, unfortunately. Man, 100 people are going to die if I can't find a way to get 100 more houses. I literally don't know what to do with you. I don't have... Like, the thing is, even if I were to place this all down, and just get like a couple more domes, and somehow we pulled that off with our polymers or our microdomes or whatever, right? I don't have the water to sustain this much extra population right now. I am out of water. I've got nothing. So unless I were to import, like, 50 more water vaporators, what the heck am I supposed to do? And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that. I don't think there's any way. I'm pretty confident that it's just not going to be possible. Though we are going to go ahead and start getting some piping off in this direction. Too far. It's fine. Hang on. Let's go ahead and start getting some stuff off in this direction with the expectation that we're going to have to go ahead and start importing loads of water from the far side of the map. We probably should not have been building as aggressively over here as I did. I got excited by all the metals and stuff, but yeah, without enough water to sustain that, this would have been a better place for me to go. I do wish that there were a way to just outright upgrade some of these buildings without having to delete them all the time. That would have been very, very nice. Let's go ahead and try getting some apartments and stuff up and running. I don't know. I feel really bad about leaving these people to die, as one ought to. I just don't know if I've got a choice, but we're going to try building out some more apartments and stuff and see what happens. I'm starting to get back on top of my polymer production, which is going to go a very long way. Okay, we managed to get ourselves up to 75 more homes. 15 people are still homeless, so really it's about 60. If we can get 40 more homes together in the next 2 days or so, we actually will be able to save all of these people. Building another microdome and just filling with housing for temporary solutions might be enough in and of itself. I'll figure out what to do with them later. Just giving them a place to live might be all I need. Ooh, we're close. I think we actually will be able to pull it off at the last minute. We're building faster than I thought we were, which is great. We're almost up to that. If we can build one more apartment building, that should be enough. No idea what the heck I'm going to do with them. We may just create like an entire corporate dome. just because I don't know what else to do with them right now. We don't need any other particular resources, and again, until I get water, there's not a lot else I can do. But that is officially the 100 homes that we need in order to do this. So, let's go ahead and land all of these people. Oh my gosh. Cannot believe we actually were able to pull that one off. And see what happens. And there they go. Oh my god. No housing remains. No one have any kids. I swear to God. The grand push. It seems to be a little time to stop the war from reaching a point of no return, yet time is all we have. After doing our best to avoid the war from happening and ultimately failing to do so, Blue Sun Corporation is now determined to see it through. Supply the requested resources to decrease war tension significantly. Be careful, the conflict of interest is escalating. We have a limited time frame to solve it. This is actually the final push. Oh god, now what? Okay, rare metals, electronics, food. I can do food and I can do rare metals easily. Those are no problem. But you need tons of metal and electronics and machine parts. That's an issue given that I don't really have those. I shouldn't have built this, by the way. Didn't need it, it turns out. Okay, let me think. One thing we could try to do is set up some more little outposts for mining. Metals and stuff up here, for example. There's a freaking ton of materials up over here, but nothing I can do with it. If we were to set up another very small colony, like a little independent dome somewhere, we could fill it up with some more mining operations and maybe get some more factories going. Wouldn't be a lot of time to do it, unfortunately. But maybe, I mean, this is something I would like to use. We could try extracting some metals from over here. Shoot, I don't really know what to do here. These are a lot of materials you guys are requesting. Granted, we're only at 12% war tension. All I have to do is get it down to 0 and we win. And we were able to reduce a load of it by taking in those 100 refugees. Who, by the way, have nothing to do with themselves, and you know they're going to start causing problems. Yeah, maybe just the 2 rockets I can do here, food and rare metals alone, might be enough to get rid of this. Maybe I can set up a medium dome off in this direction. We'll gather up more metals, deep metals, we have plenty of water nearby, and this becomes the basis for a whole new area, using my shuttle services in order to make sure we can get around pretty quickly.
Resources are low.
Oh gosh, we can give that one a shot. I want to start working with larger domes where possible. Some of these small domes are proving to be a little bit on the restrictive side, whereas one medium dome seems to go a very, very long way. And I'm liking that a lot. By the way, we're getting close to the 10% atmosphere that I might have wanted. Let's go ahead and get this thing upgraded. We could upgrade you as well. Are we losing any atmosphere? Not at the moment, so that's kind of fine as is. Oh, good, my moisture vaporators arrived. Okay, rockets have arrived. Let's start by landing the food rocket. Place it over here. There's plenty of food nearby. I want to see if this by itself is enough. I mean, we could try launching both. How much? You want 100 rare metals? I mean, that's like $3 billion worth of materials. I'm not sure I want to do that. But if we load up off enough food, they said it would reduce the war tension significantly. And before, the rare metals were reducing it by, what was it, 10% each? So what do you mean by significant? If it's like 15 or 20, then the food alone will be enough to end the dang war. And people will realize Mars will be the savior of Earth. And we've been getting a lot of breakthroughs lately for no good reason. Plutonium synthesis, Stirling generator upgrades. Wow, pretty good if there's not going to be a lot of dust. Also design forestation so we can spawn vistas and research sites whenever we grow new forests. Which obviously makes the nearby domes even better. Vistas increase the comfort rating just passively by being nearby. And of course, the research sites increase the amount of science you gain. Okay, we're about to be done loading up this rocket. That's 200. Takeoff in progress. Off you go. Godspeed, gentlemen. Save Earth. It worked! Oh my god, the peacekeepers prevail! We saved the planets! Hatred has lost, sound minds and human compassion emerge victorious. The drums of war have ceased their relentless beating, and those who survived the wars are looking at the death and destruction it caused. We did it! And we also got orbital engineering for free! A spike of applicants and a dramatic reduction in prices are the short-term benefits we were promised to expect. Celebrate, but never forget. We saved Earth! I'm so excited about this! Unbelievable! Okay, now I can really focus all my efforts on terraforming the planet. Okay, I think that this is going to be a good place to end this video. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. With that headache out of the way, I really do think that now we can focus all of our efforts on just continuing to expand, make a load of cash. Frankly, I deserve a massive bounty for saving Earth, but that's beside the point. Make loads of cash and properly terraform. Start ramping things up. And maybe we also want to get an upgrade here for our... Yeah, let's get some extra temperature gain as well. So we're making some progress. But after all of that, like another 50 souls in-game, we've only made a couple percentage points in progress. Oh, yikes, dude. Yikes, 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 yikes. But at least we are able to get rid of that one headache. So, thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.